How should you plan your off season as a rower? So first thing you probably need to do is actually just take a break from rowing. Yeah, rowing is rife with overtraining. People train so hard throughout the whole year for their races, wherever that race may be. It's a pretty addictive sport, and just having a physical and mental break will do you the world of good when it comes to next season. The mistake I made a huge amount of the time, even kind of doing other bits of training, like cycling, like weight training, it still takes a toll on the body, and sometimes you do just need to have a complete reset to your body. So, if you've been getting ill a lot during the season, if you've been picking up lots of injuries, then just take at least a 2-3 week break. Next thing you probably need to do whilst you're kind of having this break is to actually reflect on the season that you've had. What have been the bits that have gone really well? Have you got loads of PBs on the ergo? Have you had some really good on water performances? And then, what have those weaknesses been? Have you maybe not performed as well at certain points of the year? Have you just not been as physically strong as you've needed to be to kind of cope with the training? Have you been picking up lots of injuries? Where is it that you need to be looking at to spend a bit of time just dedicating some time and energy now that you can to actually fixing some of those problems and setting yourself up well for the upcoming season? So for the vast majority of rowers, they are quite weak in general, and because due to the high kind of volume of training that you have as a rower, it's actually very difficult to put on a bit of muscle and a bit of strength during the season. So for a lot of rowers now is the time to actually just really hit the weights, do minimal cardio training, and actually get a lot stronger. Even with sort of an 8-week block of training, which might sort of spill into the start of the season with the weights, you can get a lot stronger. You can probably add at a minimum 10 kilos to your squat and your deadlift within that time, and maybe fix a few little imbalances to your body. If you're constantly opening your back up early, when it comes to your rowing stroke, then you probably need to develop your glutes, your hamstrings. Deadlift is a great way of doing that. Whereas if you just need to get generally stronger, then a squat is a great way of doing that. Obviously, you've got your core training as well. So if you're picking up stress fractures, if you're just not very strong in general, then a load of core training is going to be really helpful. But that, again, should be pretty consistent throughout the season as well. And that is something that you can develop during the season. So if it's fitness that is an issue, maybe you've transferred from another sport such as rugby or another sort of more strength-based sport, then now can be a great time to just really hammer home some good cardio training. Probably wouldn't actually recommend rowing in this time, but getting out on the bike is going to be a great way of increasing your fitness, maybe dropping a little bit of body weight and just really building that cardiovascular system that rowing demands. So running that needs analysis is something that I can really help with as well. Just reviewing your season with you and putting a plan in place for your kind of off season, where we do have a bit more freedom to control your training and program your training whilst you're not in a club-based system. And that's something that I can help with. So if you are looking for some kind of one-to-one help, then we can do that. Just click on the email in the description and we can have a chat through there. And then there's also the off-season rowing program, which is much more weights focused and will really bring on just weaker areas that rowers have in general. Hopefully bring on some PBs in your squat, your deadlift and your bench press as well, so making you just generally that bit stronger with some more rowing specific exercises thrown in. It's a great program, 8 weeks long, and I thoroughly recommend it. Hopefully you found this video useful. If you want any other videos that are specific to anything in rowing, just pop them in the description and I'll see you on the next one.